Would you mind? I just wanna touch you, tease you, make you function. I want you, make love to you. You choose you, suck you, taste you, rock you, feel you deep inside me. I just wanna kiss you, suck you, taste you, rock you, make you come to.
I just feel like people like those conversations. Like you can't even, when you having conversations with the opposite sex, like a lot of times, like when I be like, I have been on panels with men that can't have the conversation, and in my mind, I'm like, if you're the type of man that with a conversation you can't, you know, pull the inner animal out of me, or even in a conversation make me curious about you. I actually understand your everyday life when you're dealing with women, because your conversation sucks. It does. It sucks. The conversation, the connection. And one of the things too that like I can't stand is when a woman, like if I'm having a conversation with a man and he's always assuming things. I'm like, did you hear what I said? Are you listening to me? Are you actually understanding? And it's like the communication sucked. It's not like how it used to be back in the days. We have texting, now people texting, now people DMing, now people sending pictures. Back in the days, you had to see that person. You had to actually have that mouthpiece. You actually had to be intellectual to actually, put something on a woman's brain, lay something on her mind. But we in a time now that, a man approach you, he just wants your number so he can start texting you. Like, there are women that ain't gonna fly. Like, I'm not looking at your fucking cars. I'm not looking at your clothes because I don't give a fuck. You could have probably came from work. You could have probably you probably could have came from work. Let me tell you why I don't look at a man wardrobe. I don't look at a man wardrobe, especially if a man is very, very dirty. Because the type of work my dad did, I'll say that my dad used to cut trees. He had his own business, so he used to cut trees. So he get from work, he'll have holy jeans. He'll be dirty as fuck. And that's why I don't judge a man, because I think that shit's manly. For me, seeing my dad, working in the yard. My dad loved taking care of the grass. So I don't judge a man what he had on, because when my dad used to get dressed and we used to go to church, my dad was sharp. He was sharp. He was clean cut. My dad had long hair. But nah, so I don't judge a man. So that's why, like, when men be like, oh no, dog, you gotta have on this, you gotta have on that, I'm like, what? You gotta stimulate my mind. That's where it all started. It started in my mind. Because I'm a crave for you to impregnate my mind. I'm craving for you to ejaculate on my brain. To fuck my understanding. Get what I'm saying? When I first said that last year, people were like, damn, I never heard that before. Yeah. Your girl China White came up with that. I want you to impregnate my mind, fuck my understanding, and ejaculate on my brain. I desire that shit. The fuck? So if I'm communicating with you, I'm receiving you through a conversation because I actually want you to know that I'm feeling you. I get it. I understand. But while I'm receiving you, you actually putting up a front because you actually think that your watch is going to turn me on, your car. But what if you're dealing with a chick that owns that car? What if you're dealing with a chick that has that money in the bank account? I'm just saying, like, we can still fall on the rhetoric of, you can't fall on the rhetoric that women lean on their degrees. I don't lean on the things that I have. I respect the things that I have because I actually earned those things. There's a difference. I respect the things that I have because I actually earned them. So it's more so on if, let's say I meet a man that has the same amount of money I have. He can't impress me with his money because I already have those things. I own a house. I own a G-Wagon. Like, I drive foreign. So, how you going to impress me if you can't stimulate my mind? The number one thing is to fuck my understanding. So if you actually communicating with a woman, it's a give and take. It's an exchange. It's an exchange of energies. Yes, it's a fair exchange. And it's actually allowing a woman to receive you. Don't ever assume anything, because now I got to defend something that you assume. You assume something and it's not true. You just assumed it, and I didn't say that. And then another thing too, I feel like a lot of men are not listeners. Like, they just not listeners. Like, I be hearing some dudes, I'm like, man, these dudes are fucking crazy. How you gonna have, like, listen, fam, how I'm gonna be caught up on you, on your energy, and you're not even listening to what the fuck I'm saying? I'm here trying to prove myself to you. I'm here dedicating myself to you. I'm here trying to do the things you want me to do, and you don't even want to listen to me. You get what I'm saying? So the crazy part is that if you dealing with a woman and she leaning on your cars and she leaning on your clothes and she leaning on your money and she leaning on your facade of who you are, your name, etc., then when those things are gone, she's gone. She's gone because she lean on those things. But if she's the type of woman that you stimulate her mind, that gets her off, none of that matters. The things that you own, when you don't have it, I'm still there because you actually turn me on mentally. It's nothing you can see. You can't see the things that I'm turned on by. It's the chemistry, and it is you actually fucking my mind. So I'm going to still be there with or without your car, with or without your watch, with or without your clothes, with or without your name in lights. Because you actually turn me on with something tangible. And I lean on that. I lean on you. And it's not your clothes. It's not your name. It's not your car. It's not your money. It's none of that. Because that can always go. But if you're stimulating my mind, I'm hooked on you. And then I become indebted to you. Because you actually pop my cherry mentally. Mentally, you pop my cherry. Men don't even actually understand what it means to fuck somebody's mind. Look, listen, let me tell you something. If you fuck the right woman mind, she'll always be indebted to you.